Good morning students, welcome to biology class. On the today's session we are going to be continued the explanation of the performance evaluation test 1 paper. You already wrote the exams no? That the test, some random questions you did where you did the mistakes, and today we are going to be explained, and most of the students where they did the wrong answers, and I am going to be tell to you what are the wrong things you did and what was the correct sentences you need to be write for that questions. I am going to be tell to you now. And this performance evaluation test is only for how you listen the classes and what you understand what we tell at that time, what you understand. For that sake we kept this test for you only children. And next there are 3 Romans are there. First Roman, 1 internal choice are there, and second Roman, 2 internal choices are there for you, and the third Roman also 1 internal choice is there. And the first Roman, first question I am reading out. Name the 2 crops belonging to Rabi crop. What are the 2 crops? I asked you to write the examples of the Rabi crop, and I didn't ask you which season, and I didn't ask you wrote the sentences. This was one word answers, means 1 mark only. For that you need to be write it. There are the Rabi season means rainfall won't be there. And next it may causes example for Rabi crop is wheat and barley, peanut, mustard seeds, and these are the examples is enough for the Rabi crop. Okay. And next, what is the process of separation of grain from chaff called? That was a second question. We already discussed when after the harvesting, threshing, and the last process is winnowing. Winnowing is nothing but we are going to be separated the husk and seeds. That filled with husk and seed we may call it as a chaff. That chaff we may call it as a doing that chaff purpose is called as a winnowing. What is that? Winnowing. Okay, that is the answer for second question. And the third question is nothing but what are the substances which are added to the soil in the form of a nutrients called? That is nothing but fertilizers, manures, phosphate, everything you can be wrote. If the soil is not get fully nutritiate, at the time what does we do? We are going to be add some fertilizers and we are going to be add some manures. That word is enough to get the marks. And next, fourth question A. What is the process of loosening and turning of the soil called? Loosening and turning. This is the agricultural practice. One type of, there are 7 types of agricultural practices are there. In that, the first one is preparation of soil. In the preparation of soil, 2 methods are there. Ploughing, leveling. Why we are going to be do the ploughing? Before the crop, we get the crop from the field, the soil will be bulge and it will be less and sometime it will be more. Hitches will be there. To avoid that we are going to be loosening and turning the soil. That process we may call it as a ploughing. And next, B question. What is the name of the undesirable weed that to grow among the crop? I asked you the name of undesirable plants. What you need to be write? The weedicides. Weedicide example means undesirable plant you need to be write. And the best examples of these weedicides examples are that will be there in your textbooks. And you people wrote different types of names. Example, you wrote the weedicides and you wrote 2,4-D. That is not the correct answer. I asked you undesirable plant name. That is amaranthus, foxtail, parathium, redwort. These are the examples of this question. But you wrote what? Weedicides. That is the wrong answer, right? Yes. And next, fifth question. Name the chemicals that are used to remove weeds. What is that chemical? The plants which are undesirable and they are growing along with the plants of normal crop is known as weeds. And what is the chemical we are using here? 2,4-D or glycophosphate. These are the two chemicals we are going to control the weedicides. Yes, this answer is enough to write it. Okay, and you may get the marks. And next, first Roman is completed. And if you may get any wrong, if you may get any confusion in this, refer the textbook or else call to me. I will clear the doubt. And next, second Roman, sixth question. If wheat is sown in the Kharif season, what would happen? Discuss. In the Kharif season, when will we start the Kharif season? Kharif season will be started June to October. Yes, right? At that time, rainy season actually. At the time, rainy season. At the time of rainy season, the more moisture will be there. The temperature is moderate and sometimes it will be hot, sometimes it will be low. When you will be grow the wheat at that time, what will be happen? The wheat is going to be get the more moisturized and the more rainfall will be fall. The seeds will be get fungus and infection. It may cause us the collapse of crop. That's why we cannot be sown the seeds of wheat at the time of Kharif season. We are going to be sown at the time of Rabi season only. Yes. That is enough to write to get the marks. And next, seventh question. What is ploughing? I asked you ploughing only, not the leveling. This ploughing will become under the agricultural practice of preparation of soil. You need to be explain the preparation of soil first. In that, ploughing is one type of method. We are going to be loosening and turning of the soil before when we are sowing the seeds. This matter is enough to get the marks. Yes, children, and so many people wrote that one more, you can draw the diagram also, whole diagram also is enough. What is the diagram? This diagram is also you can be drawn, that is whole diagram. Okay, you may get the marks. And next, 8th question. A. There is a nursery near my school. I found that little plants were kept in a small bags. Why are they kept like that? And you may know that some seeds we are going to be scattered. When we are going to be scattering the seeds will be grown very bunch of plants. If like that the bunch of trees will be placed at a one place, the plants cannot get the free air, one plant to another plant, and cannot get the sufficient nutrients, and if the crop is going to be damaged. To avoid that, they will be grown in some places, some area, some amount of area, and they will be, when the first germinate starts, they will be plucked the plants and kept in a small bags. Best example, we will be take the tomatoes, brinjals, flowers plants from the nursery. Yes, that is the example. That is the answer for this question. And next, B. What are weedicides? Give some examples. Now you need to be write the complete sentences of weedicides. The plants which are undesirable plants are growing along with the crop to get the equal nutrients, to get the equal sunlight, and to get the equal amount of water. And these plants is not useful for the crops. That's why we are going to be remove the crops. That means unwanted plants is called as weeds. And the chemical which is used for to prevent weeds is known as weedicides. Examples for weedicides are here we discussed 2,4-D and glycophosphate. Or else the how is enough to remove the weedicide plants. That is the manual method the people will be do. That the answer is enough, children, to get the marks. And next, 9th question. What are the advantages of manure? What are the things we will be discussed in the classes? What is the differences between manures and fertilizers? When we are going to be use the manures, we may get the disease free plants and disease free environment, and we may get the soil fertility not decreased, and good nutrients of fruits we may get, and not to harm to anyone. Like these different types of advantages are there. That is enough to get the marks. And next, 10th question. A. How do you check the quality of seeds before sowing in the field? When it, with the help of, explain it with the help of an activity. We did the activity of sowing of seeds. Now different types of seeds we get: groundnut, mustard, green. That activity you need to be explained, and you need to be write the aim, materials, procedure and conclusion. These are the 4 steps are needed to get the 3 marks for this question. Yes. And next, B. Explain how soil gets affected by the continuous plantation of crops in a field. For this question, you need to be write the answer. When you are going to be crops continuously, one crop after one crop, there is a not rest for the soil. At that time, the soil may get the loss of nutrients, loss of fertility, and finally the farmer is going to be get less yield. This is the answer for this question. And next, the 3rd Roman. The 3rd Roman, you need to be get the one question for 5 marks. What is the question? Explain about the agricultural practices with each step. Here, how many steps are there? 7 agricultural practices are there. You should be write 7 in a orderly. If you missed any order, how it will be? If you didn't add the ingredients one step by step in a preparation of any item, how it will be? It will be collapse. Same it will be happen here also. If you didn't write the steps in an order, you may get the less marks. And explain with each step. At least two sentences you need to be. Preparation of soil, ploughing, leveling is enough. And next, sowing of seeds, checking the quality of seeds. And next, broadcasting or seed drill, that is enough. Like that, 2 steps is enough to get the 5 marks for this question. Or else, if you attempt 11th question A and B, you need to be write both A and B. Then only you may get the full marks. If you write A and any B, you may get only 2 half marks only. And explain about the seasonal crops. Write with example. What are the seasonal crops? Kharif season, Rabi season. Kharif season, when it will be start? June to October. Rabi season, October to December. You need to be write these sentences and examples you need to be writing. That is the important. And next, explain the differences between the fertilizers and manure. You need to be differentiate between fertilizers, manures. You should write in a table manures, fertilizers. Fertilizers, what are the things? Manures, what are the things? And the harmfulness, you need to be differentiate, and goodness you need to be differentiate. What are the chemicals you need to be differentiate, and cost also you need to be differentiate. These are some 5 steps is enough to get the 2.5 mark for this question. Yes children, this was the list of questions from the cultivation of production and management lesson, and these are the some type of questions they may ask from the board, and these questions at least some points are needed. That's why you should read the textbook and do hard work. When you should be listening the classes, be careful and listen it properly. And children and you people need to be improve the handwriting also, and try to improve your spellings also. Some people wrote too much spelling mistakes are there. Some people didn't write the proper writing, and it will be effect on your getting the marks only. Please try to avoid these mistakes when you are writing answers, and you need to do hard work to get the more marks. And this was the performance evaluation test 1 explanation, children, and tomorrow we are going to be continuing with the next class. Thank you, children.